It's okay. Off your mind, it's okay. Off your mind,
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh. Kúlà wá mọ̀ àmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará yìí. Maiyegun diary, lórí Facebook.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun Live.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun diary,
bó bá ṣe àní Maiyegun máa wí.
Maiyegun diary,
ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun diary.
Thank you so much for joining me from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun Live.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun.
Maiyegun diary,
ẹ farabalẹ̀ ṣe o kẹ́gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu.
Maiyegun diary.
Share this broadcast. Invite your friends. Invite your not so friendly friends. And tell them Maiyegun today. Oh. Yeah. Tell them.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Tonight,
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Atiku has finally come out to tell us everything that happened in America.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Kolu the certificate forger. Nigeria president forged his own certificates, and this is a developing story.
Yes, right. Yes, right.
As lawless as Nigeria is, a lot of people are beginning to now quote their own constitution. Kolu has violated the Nigeria constitution again. This time around, to rob a whole country of democratic experience. Kolu forged certificates, and it's confirmed. So good morning to you once again, and good afternoon to you, good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. It is Maiyegun, and this is live. If you are watching it live, not replay, by the way. Usually you need to have read the caption of the broadcast, read the description of the broadcast, like the broadcast, share it, and then relax or possibly sit back as we unveil everything in this in this session rather. Atiku has finally given his own world press conference, but just before we delve into all of that, let us start it from the fact that a lot of you need to know something, and that is, this is not a fight against Tinubu alone. In case so many of you are thinking that, oh, everyone is coming for him and just him. No. Tinubu represents everything that is wrong with Nigeria. And it is actually the height of it. But if you have anything to fight for at all, is whatever is left, if there is any, if it's whatever is left of that Nigeria's reputation, which is already taking a slump, or should I say, what do you call it? A dive. Tinubu, the same Tinubu, is accused of falsifying his education record. I'm going to take you back memory lane on that too, before we get to this part today, right? The same Tinubu is accused of heroin trafficking in America. The same Tinubu is accused of forfeiting $460,000 for heroin trafficking in America. And then the same Tinubu is now, it's also the same Tinubu, the election rigger, but officially now a certificate forger. As you are watching this video this evening or afternoon or morning, wherever time it is, right? Between now and Monday, Tinubu's, what do you call it, Lagos Abobaku, they are working round the clock to twist this whole thing. And by Monday, they would have turned it into Yoruba versus Igbo battle again. But just for those who are the, the discerning minds, that is why you have the diary, Maiyegun's diary, Politico. We will keep the record. It was Atiku that took Tinubu to court in America. And a lot of us were kind of felt carried away by distractions like his sex, But there are actually crimes that Atiku and his own lawyers really wanted to dig out. End all speculations, all rumors, and make it official. Back in Nigeria, during the election, when Tinubu filled his INEC form, in that form, Tinubu filled it there that he graduated from Chicago State University in 1979. Then he presented his certificate as the certificate he got from the school. Last year, December, when he came to the UK at the Chatham House, he was asked the similar question about his credentials. And Tinubu told the audience in London then that he personally requested for his lost certificate, and he got it directly from the Chicago State University. They mailed it to him directly. That's what he said in London. But the story has changed though. We have now discovered that the Tinubu that is in Nigeria has been living the life of a lie. He stole somebody's identity. And however they try to perfect the forgery, there were still some mistakes left. Chicago State University recorded that indeed there is a Tinubu that attended the school, graduated from the school, but never picked up a certificate. So our certificate happened to be one of the certificates that were left in the student files in Chicago State University. It was never picked up. But in Nigeria, in 1999, Tinubu, in his governorship INEC form, Tinubu filled it there that he went to University of Chicago. Are you listening? This was what prompted late Chief Gani Fawahimi to go after him. It was a battle of their lives. Tinubu sent his thugs, to harass Chief Gani Fawahimi, smash his car, burgle his house, until the old man got played out of the whole thing using the Nigeria system. So all of you who are currently, I don't know how old you are, watching me right now, when the old people tell you the story of Tinubu is not new, the only thing then was there was no social media, okay, like you have now. Only the elites usually buy some special magazines that did a special investigation on different politicians in Nigeria then. And then there's some soft sell magazines. And, they weren't that much circulated to spur reactions. 24 years ago, just few months when he became the governor of Lagos State, everything about him came public. All of the lies. And indeed, people actually went after him. Like you saw David going after him now, the way he went to expose everything that has now become instrument of a legal battle. Chief Gani Fawahimi single-handedly with Festus Otobokeyamo, they went after Tinubu until he managed to buy all of those that could even give the old man the real support to put him in jail. Chief Gani Fawahimi was working on ensuring that Tinubu was not only going to be removed as governor of Lagos State, he was going to be jailed 10 years for perjury. That was 24 years ago. The moment Chief Gani Fawahimi was completely yanked off him, he became the monster that you have today. 24 years later, the battle has come back to a rebirth. Unfortunately for Tinubu, there is social media, which means in a twinkle of an eye, every information gets to millions of people within minutes, which has made it more difficult for them to cover up. Now, this time around, Tinubu is not parading University of Chicago certificates. He's not parading the government college, government college Ibadan secondary school certificate. He's not parading that anymore. He's not parading primary school something lawyer. He's not parading them anymore because they were all fake. It was during the battle with Chief Gani Fawemi, that he dropped those. Then he came back. Since then, he has been kind of parading certificate of Chicago State University. Identity theft. So when they released those documents, it was time for the university registrar to come and confirm if those documents they released, if they can confirm the authenticity of those documents. It was during cross-examination that they now said, we don't know where you got that document from. The certificate is submitted to INEC in Nigeria. Could only be forged. Now, Tinubu's people are telling people in Nigeria that Chicago State University has confirmed that Tinubu went to Chicago State University. That Tinubu that went to Chicago State University was the same, Tinubu. So they are telling all of them in Nigeria that. Another thing is that they are now telling Nigerians that in America, if you school in America and you lose your certificate, you can design your own. Can you even believe that? Yes. They are telling Nigerians right now that all of this is just nonsense. That there is no forged certificate anywhere. That in America, if you go to school in America, that certificate is just ceremonial. So which means if you lose your certificate, you just go online or you just go to a graphic designer. They can design a new one for you. Forge signatures on them. And that is your certificate is original. If you don't believe me, I'll show you something. Somebody went on, one of those Agbado Nation, Agbadorians, all of those, Bele lecturers, Mumu lecturers, one of them was on a radio, on a TV. Listen to this.
One thing Nigerians need to know is that in that certificate, because it's ceremonial, you even have the right to redesign it to your own taste. That is the truth. What is important is the transcript.
Redesign it to your own taste.
Absolutely. You can Google it. It's out there. They advertise it out there in the US. If you have lost your certificate, we can get it back for you.
Nuisance Lele. Nuisance Lele.
It is smoky Igbo.
That's one of them. That's how they talk. Oh. Sometimes when you kind of listen to some of these Lagos Abobakus, and you are asking yourself, how could somebody be so stupid and dumb? And that stupid person is calling another person stupid and dumb. Those who are their speakers are the kind of guy that just spoke just there. He confidently went on Nigeria TV. He said, Google it. Go and Google it. One thing Nigerians need to know is that if you go to school and you lose your certificate, you can design it to your own taste. And other people who also went to school in America, listen to this one. Oh. Other people who went to school, who are actually living in America, who schooled in America, they too will now go and say, he's saying the truth. Oh, it is true. You can design it your way. By the time you go on their profile, you will see Tinubu there. Because when you join APC, one of the number one rule is that you should leave your brain outside. You will not need it. Somebody else will begin to think for you. It doesn't matter how educated they are. Sometimes you will think they are doing it deliberately. Abi, you'll be like, why are you talking like this now? Why are you sounding like this now? Is that how you got your own certificate? Is that how you got your own, like all of your own credit? Is that how you got them? But why are you talking like this now? I beg now. I mean, what would they use sense now? What would leave sentiment? What would just talk for reasoning? I mean, sincerely. So it's supposed to be. Then you realize that you are talking to a set of dumbos that are also calling other people stupid. Imagine people where they support Tinubu. They call people where they support Obi dumb. Imagine the world that we are living right now. That those who have heard everything about Tinubu as he is right now, and they will go to any length to sound like mad people defending him. Imagine people like that. And turn and said, those who are supporting Obi, they are the most stupid they have ever seen. And I'm like, Egbamina, please wake me up now. Which word are we now? Is that Domba verse? All of this universe, verse like that. Metaverse, universe, Dombo verse. I don't know. In this same world, educated people are defending somebody. They are defending Agbero, billionaire, political thuggy that has now become president of a country. And then you'll be like, why are you talking like this now, Baba? If we turn the table, if to say na Peter Obi, Abi Atiku, now them they talk say they were doing heroin trafficking and they forfeited money in America. Like, what would be your reaction, Baba? Baba, leave that one. Even Obi self is Obi saint. Even Obi keep people for Izu River. Obi keep people for Izu River. When Obi was governor of Anambra, he put Anambra money inside the Eurobia family business. That one Tori long, Baba, Tori long. If we want to talk about him putting money in Eurobia, killing people in Izu River, Baba, how is that one now cancel the fact that Tinubu is a drug dealer? He forfeited money in America. He forged his education certificate. He's unwell. And all of these things, does that negate that? Because I don't understand. I'm just saying, if you are saying, are you agreeing? What is he the first person that will forge results? Is he the first person that will forge results? I say, so are you saying it's okay to Google forge result then? Is that what you are saying? I'm not saying it's okay. It did not forge result. About a moment ago, you said he's not the first person to forge results because you finally agreed that he's forged it, Abi. Then again, I'm now asking you that is it okay to forge results? And you're now saying he didn't forge it. Papa, stay in one place. Make the thunder, we go fire you. Don't confuse the thunder. Because situation right now is that, like it is. Look at this.
Oga, good morning, sir. Oh, my powerful CEO, Judicial Nigeria Limited. No, sir, I couldn't come to the office today, sir. My document. Which one, sir? The one I submitted? Yes, the one I submitted for my office, for my employment. Oga, it's not for Joe. I didn't forge it, No, sir. No, you have gone to my school. Oga, I'm a director in this company now, and you know I've been working. Oga, I've been working with you for so long. I'm a director now. What? How can I? The truth has come out. Oga, you cannot sack me. You cannot sack me. Even our guy in our country now, Oga, you our country, that even forged his own too. They didn't. Oga, they didn't sack him now. They didn't sack him, but you cannot sack me. They didn't sack our leader in our country now. That forged his own. Oga, you cannot sack me. You cannot sack me. Oga, you cannot sack me. They didn't sack our own leader in our country, like Nigeria now. They didn't sack him now. He forged his own too now. I'm not the only one. No. You cannot sack me. Please. You have to forgive me. Maybe it's an error. Please. You cannot. I'm fired. Oga, only fire me, sir. You cannot fire me. You cannot fire me. Just to learn about our guy here. They didn't sack him. You cannot sack me. Please.
Do you get that? The president of Nigeria is a drug dealer. The president of Nigeria is a certificate forger. the president of Nigeria belonged to jail. But no. The moment you are one of the Lagos Abobakus, you'll be hearing things like, Maiyegun, you are already, see how tiny, see how skinny you are becoming because of Tinubu issue. Go and chop, I will go and find work. Maiyegun, go and take care of your family. Maiyegun, go and look for me. You know, somebody said, Maiyegun, you are emancipating. What is that like? Baba Emigo argue. When I was in Nigeria, are you with me? I used to dream of what they call the burger. You chop burger and you become big like that. I had that dream. Here you get. So then I came to the UK. All right. And I have been in the UK for over 11 years. They don't do everything. Here you get. Say, make me self get story of those where they talk say, I want lose weight. When people go tell me, say, Maiyegun, you need to lose weight too. Baba, wo she problem. Me only problem kokon. Here you get. If to say the access to everything called peace of mind. Like some people will say, if you get peace of mind, you go there big. I say, well, you know. Anyway, I could tell in part why I will never. You can see me tomorrow, I can look like. And you can see me a week after, I can look like. We are talking about those who are destroying millions of lives in Nigeria, including your own life and the life of your loved ones. See, leave me alone. See, if they tell you now, they say, this Maiyegun also forged his own certificate. Oh yeah, tell me, how that one go take affect you? How? Shebi na me go affect. Abi? If I dey chop well, na me go deal with that. If my family is suffering, na me go deal with that, not you. But the bottom line is that a drug dealer is the president of Nigeria, and they will begin to frisk us everywhere we go. We are all suspects now. As if that is not enough, the president of Nigeria is a certificate forger. That one, now everybody where they carry Nigeria passport, that one affects, including you. Oh yeah, don't worry about me. See, me, I am somebody who have sort of discovered life. Now I'll tell you this one before we go fully, okay? Just for the sake of those who would like to deviate, deflect, if they don't call you enemy of these criminals. But I am somebody who has come off I have come to learn about life in the most unique way. And I wish I have a gift of telling you about it. And not just telling you about it, changing your lives just by that, by telling you. I wish I have that gift. But every time I have the opportunity of telling you, I'll continue to tell you. You understand? So I happen to be somebody who has, I have figured it out that I don't really need much. Right? People don't really need much to be comfortable. Except for those who have been kind of, saddled with the responsibility of making your lives a mystery. Or making our lives generally mystery. You don't need much. But when I came to this country, it was when I came to this country that I discovered that life is not really hard. Here you get. And those who had the chance of being in charge of our collective destiny, it became so easy for me to see through them. And from my own understanding of life, and as well as that of Nigeria and Nigerians, I personally know that Nigerians, they love their criminals differently. There's no doubt. Okay? You love your criminals differently. Some of you, you love your criminals because you are from the same political party. Some of you love your criminals because you are from the same ethnic nationality, tribe. Some because of religion. Some because of your access to benefit from them. And you can always like fight them all, fight yourself or tear yourselves apart for them. I kind of come to realize that. So also in this life, I also realized that your criminal leaders in Nigeria, they are united, and you are divided by those by these frivolities of loving your criminals differently. So I now felt like if I could help you or help all of us, all right, to understand the basic things that is affecting every one of us, no matter where you are coming from. If I could just have a chance, you know what I mean, of getting you to see beyond all those whatever, yeah, I would have done something great with my life. Because, like I said, I mean, humans don't need so much to be comfortable and all right. And with what I have kind of dedicated my own life to do, and the blessings that I have kind of acquired in my own short stay on earth, one thing I have come to see is that no matter what happened to me, listen to me, no matter what happened, if I have an opportunity of looking back, I would be happy that I am leaving a footprint, something that somebody somewhere feels liberated just by the words of my mouth, the truth. And that is why I am not supposed to be the center of your problem. Okay? I am supposed to be the conscience that brings you closer to understanding the shit that you are in, the deep shit that all of us are in, including those of us that will live in denial. When the story of Kolu's forgery started making waves, we saw the Lagos Abubakars and their friends who went mad, trying to deflect, trying to change the convo, trying to give excuses. But officially, right now, Tinubu forged his certificate that is submitted to INEC in Nigeria. According to Nigeria law, ladies and gentlemen, Tinubu should be, number one, if he has any kind of shame, he will resign. He won't. Then another thing that he should be removed, tried, and jailed. But that will never happen. If history is to sort of remind us, so to say. However, there are also people who are trying to tell Nigerians that it is the same noise that they made during the time of Buhari, when Buhari didn't present any school certificate. But I also need to quickly clear that before I take you to Atiku's World Press Congress, conference, I don't know. During the Buhari time, Buhari wrote an affidavit by saying his credentials, his secondary school certificate, that is a WAEC certificate, primary school certificate, everything that is submitted, everything to the Nigerian army. So he now wrote an affidavit that his certificate was with Nigerian army. He did not present any certificate at all, only affidavit. That is what Buhari presented. It was during the probing of it that they decided to manufacture certificate for Buhari. Around that time, Buhari did not commit any real crime other than an illiterate led Nigeria for 80 years and turned Nigeria to poverty capital of the world. Looted and bankrupted Nigeria, pardoned and elevated terrorists, legalized corruption in those 8 years. It was a pure illiterate. Buhari was pure illiterate. It was this Lagos Oluwole Abobakus that were saying that because Buhari went to Sandhurst in England for military training, they said the certificate of Buhari from Sandhurst military training is equivalent to the certificate of a PhD holder in Nigeria. But the truth of the matter is that every professional examination that Buhari went for, he failed every one of them. He failed everything. And that is why when you see Obasanjo, you'll be seeing things like Olusegun Obasanjo, apart from the GCFR, you'll be seeing other PPT, MLT, LML, GCR, all of those things. They are the title they gave to them when they were in the military, professional examinations that got them promotions. Buhari no get any professional title. He no pass any examination. He no get any certificate. However, his affidavit was the reason why they couldn't hold him on submitting a forged certificate. In the case of Tinubu, Tinubu said he graduated from Chicago State University. He lost his certificate, original certificate, and he reordered it. He reordered the lost certificate, and Chicago State University sent him another certificate signed by another president in 1997. So when they started digging, so this certificate that he now submitted as his own academic certificate to INEC, when they figured out, they discovered that it is now forged. Chicago State University said, it is true, Tinubu attended our school, but that Tinubu did not pick up a certificate. There is question about the sex and all of that, but however, it is now proven that it is either Tinubu stole an identity, because it only requires $26. I told you yesterday that it was $34, Abi. They said Chicago State University website, it will take you $26 to request for replacement of your lost certificate. You cannot go and redesign it yourself. There's nothing like that. Nothing like that anywhere in the world. You cannot go and redesign your academic certificate to your own taste. That is not true. Okay? So, and they don't have any third party. APC, Fufuselas, propagandists, they are telling their minions in Nigeria right now that Tinubu ordered for his certificate, replacement certificate, from a third party. Chicago State University has no third party agent that is answering for or issuing certificate on their behalf. They said all of this during deposition yesterday. However, Atiku Abubakar, meanwhile, let me give you this instance, by the way. The one where they said that Tinubu ordered his replacement online. That is not true. This is this form is currently on the website of Chicago State University. If you attended the school, all you have to do is to fill up this form. The reason why Tinubu didn't fill this form is because Tinubu doesn't have the original social security number of the owner of the admission. So he didn't know, Tinubu did not know the original, the authentic social security number. And if you don't have that, that means you have to physically go to the Chicago State University to request for your new replacement. So these two options, Tinubu didn't use them. But his knows on social media and on TV in Nigeria, they are telling Nigerians that you can order your certificate and you can redesign your certificate. That is not true. So here, is it possible to design and redesign your own university certificate in the United States if it is lost? Here is what ChatGPT said. No, it is not possible to design or redesign your own university certificate in the United States if it is lost. University certificates are official documents issued by accredited institutions, and tampering with or creating fake certificate is illegal and can have serious legal consequences, including criminal charges. If you have lost your university certificate, the proper course of action is to contact your university's registrar's office or academic services department. They can provide guidance on the process for obtaining a replacement or duplicate certificate. Typically, you will need to request a replacement certificate, pay any required fees, and provide proof of your identity and enrollment or graduation from the university. The replacement certificate issued by the university will be an official and legitimate document. It's important to uphold the integrity of academic credentials and follow the appropriate procedures for obtaining official copies or replacement of your certificates and transcripts. Falsifying or creating your own certificate is not only unethical, but can also harm your reputation and future opportunities. This is a very clearer explanation on that lie. So that is not possible. So this man who said on Nigerian TV, I will advise when the arrest starts, this is the first person that must be first arrested as a peddler of fake news. Watch again.
One thing Nigerians need to know is that in that certificate, because it's ceremonial, you even have the right to redesign it to your own taste. That is the truth. What is important is the transcript.
Redesign it to your own taste.
Absolutely. You can Google it. It's out there. They advertise it out there in the US. If you have lost your certificate, we can get it back for you.
It is smoky Igbo. It is take India. It is smoky Igbo. It is take India.
So those are the charlatans that have taken over governance, the space of government in Nigeria. And those are the people you are fighting. Those who don't care about any reputation, Nigeria's reputation. Those who don't care the consequences of all of this on every one of us. Everywhere, all over the world. They don't care. As long as they get their crumb, as long as they get fed and get, they are fine. Nigeria can go to the gutters now today. They don't care. Now let us go to Atiku's press conference, where Atiku decided to share what he brought back from America. And then we'll continue this conversation. The first part.
Dr. Yochayu, former chairman, PDP. All protocols duly observed. We apologize for the space constraints. You know that this is not our tradition, but for the exigency, we all would have to make sacrifice for today. The same sacrifice His Excellency has been making. We'll be as brief as possible, and we expect our colleagues. Please, our dearest colleagues, we expect that we should maintain decorum so that we can hear each other and listen to His Excellency speak to the nation. We have 4 cameras transmitting live, so no crossing of cameras. No crossing of cameras. May I therefore, with the kind permission of Your Excellencies, our esteemed colleagues, friends in the media, invite His Excellency Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, former Vice President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, PDP presidential candidate, and by the grace of God, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Your Excellency, you are welcome, sir. Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, former governors, our great party, members of the Board of Trustees, and members of the National Executive Committee who are here today, this afternoon, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me apologize that we have to have this event in a constrained space like the one we are having now. So we do apologize for that. Gentlemen of the press, fellow citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I consider it important to address and report to you today on issues that define the future of elective government and legitimate leadership in our country. Political leadership and active citizenship matter because there are ways through which we all work together to build a country that works for all who live in it and who will come after us. Our country is bigger than any one of us, and its standing in the world affects the fate of all who come from or live in this great country, which has great future. As leaders, it is our duty to advance the well-being of all our people. For this purpose, my generation worked hard to return the soldiers to the barracks. Very many of us are here. And to defend the right of the people to elect and establish for ourselves legitimate government. Our elections are established and governed by law and founded on the Constitution, from which leadership and government in Nigeria alone derive their legitimacy. The people look up to us as leaders to respect these rules and to defend them. This is what has brought us here today. Today, we are called upon to again, as a people, to uphold and defend the ground rules of elective government in our country. The Constitution prescribes the requirements for those who seek the highest elective office in the land. It should not take months or indeed decades for the institutions concerned to be able to do their work in establishing the credibility of any certificates presented by candidates for public office. We undertook this journey at great cost and for important reasons. The ground rules for legitimate governance in our country need to be upheld. And you who are gathered here today have the responsibility of holding those ground rules. And the reputation of our country is at stake. That affects everyone, Nigerians everywhere, wherever they may be in the world. I am a Democrat by conviction and a citizen of a country that I love. The issues at stake in this case require us once more to rededicate ourselves to both the country and our constitution. Now we must entrust these facts to us all as citizens and as leaders of the institutions charged with interpreting our constitution. I should thank the lawyers, both in Nigeria and in the United States, who have assisted us in bringing clarity and definitive answers to these issues that appear to have defied our institutions for nearly a quarter of a century. I also want to extend my gratitude to the Nigerian citizens and friends of Nigeria, both within and beyond the shores of our country, for their patience as we have sought to find the facts and establish the truth. I wish to pay tribute to the late human rights activist, Chief Gani Fawehimi, senior advocate of Nigeria, who inspired us on this path of discovery. Now he can truly rest in peace in the assurance that what he started about 23 years ago has come to fruition. Gani's vindication today gives credence to the saying that no matter how fast a lie runs, the truth will someday overtake it. Former American President Thomas Jefferson once said, and I quote, "If I had to choose between government without newspapers and newspapers without government, I wouldn't hesitate to choose the latter." From exposing the Watergate scandal and unraveling the dubious certificates of politicians, journalists have maintained eternal vigilance by bridging the gap and stepping in when other...
Yeah, I know it's a long speech, but it is needed, okay? So that is where he's about to now pay tribute to David Hundeyin. Yeah, acknowledging that David's relentless perseverance and ruggedness also motivated, especially this generation and he himself, Atiku, to further on his discovery of who is Bola Tinubu. Now he's about to talk about David. I thought I should give it a break around that place and then we'll continue, right? Here is the other part.
It is for these reasons that commendation must be given to David Hundeyin, an independent journalist whose extraordinary work and those of many more young people like him has become a source of inspiration. Special thanks must be given to the millions of Nigerian youths and citizen journalists too, who continue to put out the truth online even when no one is listening. Indeed, the price of liberty is eternal vigilance. They have put the country first in their firm commitment to unravel the truth and hold leaders accountable. This gives me the hope that we have worthy partners in the struggle to reclaim the country we call our home. This quest is not for or about Atiku Abubakar. It is a quest for the enthronement of truth, morality, justice, and accountability in our public affairs. In line with this, let me call on all well-meaning Nigerians, leaders of thought, our religious leaders, our traditional leaders, our community leaders, our political leaders, and in particular, Governor Peter Obi of the Labour Party, and Governor Rabiu Kwankwaso of the NNPP, and the leaders of every political party in Nigeria, and indeed every single person who loves this country, as I do, and who wishes nothing but the best for this country as I do, to join me in this campaign to enshrine probity, accountability, and the basic principles of justice, morality, and uprightness in our country and in our government. This is a task for each and every one of us. Let me, therefore, at this juncture, thank you for listening. May God bless you all, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
So that was Atiku's speech. But there is this part where the deposition, the content of the deposition was read out. Yeah.
On the certificate issued or released by Chicago State University to the lawyers of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. These are the documents. One, that Bola Ahmed Tinubu forged the certificate he presented to INEC. That's one. Two, that the qualifying certificate from Southwest College to Chicago State University bears a female, indicating that that document does not belong to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Three, the Chicago State University admission application form has a claim that Bola Ahmed Tinubu attended Government College, Lagos, and graduated in 1970, when indeed the school was established in 1974. The same document has it that the owner of that document is a black American, and the document Bola Ahmed Tinubu submitted to INEC, he denied having dual citizenship, which means it does not belong to him. Then, the same document, oral deposition, says that the Bola A. Tinubu is Ahmed, but the NYSC certificate Bola Ahmed Tinubu submitted to INEC has Adekunle. I don't know where the Adekunle and the Ahmed emerged from. So, on the second arm of your question, of what use will it be in the Supreme Court, it is very, very clear that from decided authorities, the Supreme Court has held that they can accept a party to adduce fresh evidence as long as certain conditions are met. And from what transpired in the proceedings in U.S. courts, that condition has already been met. So, as we speak, our law is very clear that a party at fault cannot be allowed to enjoy the fruit of his illegality. That is our answer to your question. Thank you. My name is Carlo. Carlo,
thank you very much, Carlo. I will take, because of the condition of this place, very hot, and I have their excellencies present here. So many of them. I'm privileged to be right in front of you, your excellencies. We won't keep you here for too long. Okay, Friday or Loco, the Punch newspapers.
Good afternoon, Your Excellency. My name is Friday Loko. I work with Punch newspapers. Well, there have been rumors flying around that because of this issue, this alleged certificate forgery, that some persons have reached you by way of trying to intervene, to put pressure on you, purportedly from the president, for you to step down on this matter. If it is true, will you step down on this matter? That's one. Secondly, you are fighting this cause. What is the fate of your business interests? Do you fear that maybe, should you continue, that your business interests might be threatened because of the powers from the presidency? Thank you very much.
Okay, let me start from the business perspective, because it's the latest in the series of questions that you asked. Yes, as you might have read in several other places, I was, in fact, not involved, in fact, I was the founder of one of the biggest oil and gas logistics company since the military area. And as soon as Buhari government came, even though we had license, we had got nothing to do with government. We were only contractors in logistics to the oil companies, not government. But as soon as Buhari came, all those contracts were revoked and taken away from us till today. So I'm not doing any government business. Yes, I'm in other businesses, agriculture, manufacturing, and so on and so forth. So that's as far as government business is concerned. So I'm not scared of any business being taken away from me. It has already been taken away from me since the beginning of was in 1990, since Buhari's time. They took it and distributed it among themselves. So what was the other question? Not really. Yes, immediately after the elections, I was told there was a delegation of governors who claimed, they were sent, by the president, but I did not even allow them to get into my house. I didn't.
So will you drop this fight?
I will only drop the fight when the court rules. If the court rules that I am right, fine. If the court rules that...
Right. You heard him, Abi. There is one reminder I want to quickly play for you. This was called in December 2022.
With regards to your identity, with regards to your age. So I wonder if you could provide some clarity on the issues of your identity and age, and also let us know where we can engage with you one-on-one in an interview, hear from you directly as the office holder. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the question. It's inquisitive. But at the time of birth, I was dated March 29, 1952. and the family record. I didn't think then, that day, I've determined to be.
With regards to your...
Which family? Family record. Which family? Eh? So it is official. The president of Nigeria is parading fake certificates. And it is so messy that it's actually thrown Tinubu's camp into a serious disarray. When you see them now, they are always angry. You know that. Any small thing right now fight. Say, Baba, we are just asking, should Tinubu forge this certificate? Have you heard that Tinubu forged this certificate? I mean, it's a certificate. Where's your own Papa certificate? Show me your own Papa. Where's your Papa? Eh? You this son of Ashewo, you this baby Patrick. Why are you angry? They are so angry. And that is why, apart from the fact that they are so confident that all of this no go matter in their courts, the judicial system is already bought and sold. Everyone is paid. This whole thing would not, you know what I mean? But forgery is actually a serious thing. I don't know, maybe it's for others, so maybe no. It will be the first time that anybody that is president of Nigeria has been accused and proven to have forged his educational certificates. This is the first time. So there's no point in saying they have never removed Nigeria president before. Nobody can, because there's never been any Nigeria president that forged his certificates, lived a fake life for 44 years, Baba Dipo. How did he live a fake life for 44 years? In 2018, one of the reasons why the then Senator Jackson, Ademola Adeleke, Ade Dancer, you remember him? Senator Ade Dancer. At the time he was senator, he used a fake certificate, fake credentials in his INEC form. Then he used the same form to run for governor. It was during that time that it became much like, listen, you might have used your fake results behind the scene. If you want to go to anything bigger, you're going to expose yourself more. If you go to anything bigger, you expose yourself more. You need to do something. He didn't listen, but it kind of bite him in the ass. In 2018, APC, Egbekegbe, latched more on his forged certificate. So he won the election at the time because people didn't want the APC anymore at the time, but it was rigged. You remember the inconclusive, where Aregbe Mugbo and what's that one again? Tell me his name again. Oyinlola. Anyway, the one that killed Bola Ige. Why did I just forget his name like that? Omishori, that's his name, Omishori. The Omishori had to make a deal with them before Oletola could be governor. Ade Jackson in court, when they were talking about rigging, APC Egbekegbe was talking about Ade Jackson submitting fake results, fake certificates to INEC, and fraudsters Otobokeyamo had this to say back then. Let's see if I see get them. Yeah, this is what Otobokeyamo said in 2019. By the definition of school certificate or its equivalent in section 318 of the 1999 Constitution, you don't need a WAEC certificate to become president of governor. But if you present a forged WAEC or other certificate to INEC for any office, you will be disqualified. Ademola Adeleke, Ade Dancer, returned back to the US and he went straight back to school. Right? And just 2 years after that, he graduated. Okay? From the record, yeah? Ademola Jackson returned back to the United States, the state of Atlanta, Georgia, where he went on to graduate with a degree in criminal justice from Atlanta Metropolitan State College. And then he returned back to Nigeria to run for governor again. He is their governor now. Now, nobody can go after him and say he forged a certificate anymore. He's already done that. For 24 years, for the first time when this case first came out, Tinubu was almost, if Nigeria was a country, would have been in jail. You probably would never hear about him. A lot of you may not hear about Salisu Buhari. That is the first speaker of the House of Representatives in Nigeria. Toronto University. He presented a fake Toronto certificate. There was a graduate of Toronto University. That was the moment Tinubu was parading University of Chicago certificates. So, just same way they exposed Salisu Buhari, Tinubu was also exposed. But he did all he could to avoid jail or being removed. He wriggled his way all through. Today, Tinubu is a certified certificate forger at his old age. He never went back to school. He never even went to one of those schools in Lagos. Unilag, Abilasu, make it look ceremonial and keep the certificates. Those are places where they could have written him certificates without even going to school at all. And he will use that certificate and that education, whatever, and he can use that for any other future political ambition. He just never cared. Because Agbero, no they care. Here you get now. Thugs, criminal. So indeed, this is what your constitution says about when you submit a fake result or forged certificate. It's not even just school. Any certificate, if you forge any document, this is what it says. We said section 137, subsection 1, as subsection J of the Nigerian Constitution amended in 2010, specifically stated that no one will be legitimately elected president of Nigeria if the person has presented a forged certificate to the Independent National Electoral Commission. Here is another part of that constitution that also explains it better. All of the section that said if you forge your certificates, you cannot be president of Nigeria. So Lagos Abobakus, they are saying come and remove him. Others are even saying apati alaba, abi abati alapa, abi alapa abati. Some are saying it's akpati. A former jailbird under Buhari for collecting money from Dasuki. So a lot of people felt like, even though the media in Nigeria is completely sold, however, there are still some others who are ready to risk it all. But every time they see Abati on screen, they just feel like, oh my God, this guy, so dishonest, so biased, and so pretentious, because it's one of them. The young people agrees. But Dele Farotimi, talking about what the judiciary will do, Dele Farotimi was there, inside that same Arise television station, discussing this forgery, where he actually like bluntly told them, Tinubu is a career criminal. All of the things some of you are hearing today, a lot of us grew up knowing them. They happened right before our very eyes. 24 years ago. I saw that 24 years ago. I was a teenager. Yeah, I was a teenager then. And it's actually part of the reasons why my eyes kind of got opened into Nigeria politics at that very tender age, that teenage years. I have been in on it since then. Tinubu is a career criminal. How is that shocking? Thank you, by the way. Barrister Farotimi. Yeah.
Dele Farotimi, can the Supreme Court take fresh evidence? Are there compelling exceptional circumstances that would, dictate that? Do you think that forgery can be established at this stage, considering the fact that there are decided cases on forgery? The most celebrated one being the Maiyegun case in Bayelsa.
Dr. Abati, when your legislators are corrupt, you should be worried. If your executive peopled by crooks, you should be afraid. But when the judiciary stops being court of law, the people should be alarmed. Nigerian courts over the past few years have shown very clearly that we have good reasons to be worried about the capacity to deliver justice or to give equity. However, I do know that within the inherent jurisdiction of that court, it has the powers, if it so desires and if it finds the will, to hear evidence that would suggest that the person who is sat in the highest office of the land is a career criminal. That is entirely up to the Supreme Court. It is up to the court to decide whether it is capable of saving what we have described variously as a democracy. What I have said is very simple. No, I'm sorry, Dr. Abati. I am sorry, Dr. Abati. Please rein in Mr. Azan. Rein him in. Rein him in. Rein him in. He had his say and I did not interrupt him.
You had your time.
He had his say and I did not interrupt him. Please rein him in. What I said is very clear. What I said is very clear.
Don't interrupt him. Please wait.
You are very biased.
Okay.
In your own opinion.
Okay,
made up your mind.
Okay, please.
As an unbiased arbiter, you are a judge.
Keep
if God don't defend in the arena, you
can't
take over the show, Mr. No, to me, on that, I believe that because of issues. Let us talk about law.
Please, I beg you.
It's the law that we are talking about. It's the lawyer. Addressing the judiciary. This is the issue. The judges address them.
Okay, but
we lawyers cannot continue to desecrate the judiciary.
Allow him.
The judiciary are there to be there as unbiased arbiter. If you love to be part of the articulate media lawyers, go and join them.
We are not in a
position of fight before the court. You don't come to the media and presume judgment. And I won't accept it. I won't accept it. You've taken over the show. No, we are here to inform the public. Not you, but the public.
Hold on. We are not in a position to charge you for contempt. But this is becoming contemptuous.
My words are not ambiguous. I was speaking with you specifically, Dr. Abati, over a year ago. I was away in America when you asked me specifically about the appointment of the current CJ, and he was appointed in an acting capacity at the time. And my opinion are on paper. They are clear, they are not ambiguous. I have zero trust in the capacity of the CJN to deliver justice. That is not political. That is something I had said long before there was a Peter Obi. So there is nothing political about that. There is nothing personal about that. This is all about Nigeria. It is about the country we want to leave behind for posterity, for our children. What values are we building that country with? Is it a country where nothing matters any longer once the person can snatch it, grab it? If you speak against that, you must hate the person. Is that the kind of country we have become? It is up to the judiciary to decide whether he wishes to do justice or whether he wants to continue wearing blinkers and pretending that it is a court of law when justice is vacant completely in his court. This is not about legalese. It is about building a society based on morality, equity, justice, and even law. If we are now faced with a situation where in our courts, the law does not matter anymore. You have a Lawan in the Senate, even you have an Akpabio, and then you are asking me if I have confidence in the capacity of that judiciary to do justice. I am telling you straight up, no. If anybody does not like that, it is up to them. The point I'm raising is, when you have this much imputation of criminality, whether it is proven or not is another ball game entirely. It is not even seemly. Already all over the world, our reputations are in tatters simply because of the person who sits in the highest office in our land. And then we are being told it is wrong to ask questions. We must hate him if we are asking questions. I hate nobody. I hate their deeds.
All right.
Thank you, Barrister Dele Farotimi. Going forward, still talking about the judiciary. There is a member of the APC, Egbekegbe, who is also speaking out to say, oh, more, this one plenty. People should stand up and do something before all of us. Because they go about the way ankle, wait till they call that thing again. We said they take track criminals. Ankle brace, be ankle, I don't know. You shall know what I'm talking about, This lawyer in APC or member of APC.
Let me start by making this statement that the Nigerian media houses, including Arise News, have redefined the case of Atiku Abubakar in his petition and even in his appeal. 2, the Nigerian media houses, including Arise News, have not made a bold statement concerning the oral deposition by the registrar of Chicago State University concerning the certificate Tinubu submitted to INEC, whether the school admitted issuing that certificate to Tinubu or not. These are the 2 issues I would want to start with. First, on the issue of redefining the case of Atiku Abubakar. The recent narrative has been that Tinubu attended Chicago State University. But no, that's not the case of Atiku Abubakar. The case of Atiku Abubakar is on whether the certificate Tinubu submitted to INEC was forged or not. That is the issue in controversy. And all until that issue is settled, is resolved, Nigerians will not know where to stand in this issue. And from the deposition or the oral deposition by the registrar of Chicago State University, he admitted clearly without any ambiguity that the school did not issue the certificate Tinubu submitted to INEC. And that is the narrative Nigerians want to hear. And I don't know whether Arise News has a contrary view to that assertion by the registrar of Chicago State University, that they did not issue that certificate to Tinubu. And if the school has come out by its oral deposition that they did not issue that certificate to Tinubu, and going by our law, which is section 1371J, that a person is not qualified to run for the office of president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria if that person has submitted a false certificate to INEC. If that is the law, is Tinubu or was Tinubu qualified ab initio to contest for the office of the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? And the answer is no. That is what the narrative should be, and not whether Tinubu attended Chicago State University or not, because that is not our law. And Atiku never in his pleadings averred that Tinubu did not or he did attend Chicago State University. All that was pleaded was that he was not qualified, and in his reply stated that the certificate he submitted to INEC was forged. All right. So that is the basis of this discussion.
Understand that now person way sabi try to explain it to you again. So in the last 2 weeks we have received a sizable number of new brethren in the temple of truth. Okay, and I want to say some of them possibly don't even know our rules, right? And I just figured out that while we were listening to that lawyer, right? Somebody just dropped by on YouTube and they said something like, it is so unfortunate that there are not many Yorubas on this platform. I can tell. It is either that person is new or is one of those bigots that are just coming out of their closet. On MaiyegunsDiary Politico, even though you have almost everyone from everywhere, you will see the Tinubu supporters, the Agbadorians. You will see Atiku's supporters, the Mekano boys. You will see the Peter Obi supporters, the obedient. You will see Showore's supporters, the revolutionists. You will see the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You will see Oloye Sunday Igboho, Yoruba Nation, and others on this platform. You will see Christians, you will see Muslims. I don't know how you feel about other people, but you will see Yorubas, you will see Hausas, you will see Fulanis. You will see everyone from everywhere. One of the greatest mistakes you will make is to come here and begin to take roll call. You will be kicked out. Immediately you drop that comment. This is not a platform where you have to come and show or compete for your supremacy. Who is better, who is not? Who is bigger and who is not? Who is right and who is wrong? When you come on MaiyegunsDiary Politico, you come to listen to the GO. There is always a segment where you can actually call in and share your own views too. And if your views by any means is to look at anybody or any group with any level of a condescending, but on this platform, you only have 2 passes. And that 2 passes goes for, you can say anything you like. You can curse, you can say anything you like. When you see those who are supporting PDP, when you see anybody supporting APC, you are free. And they don't have any right to talk back at you. If any of them talk back at you because you call them Olori Bruku, if they call you Olori Bruku back, they will go for you. You know why that is? Sometimes people said, I am biased. And I said, yes, I am biased. I am biased against those who are after my life, after the life of my own children, the generation that I represent and the generation that is coming. Anybody that is supporting PDP, APC is considered an existential enemy to me and to those I love. It is not you per se. It is what you believe in. I have seen these two. And if I see any Nigerian that is passionately defending any of them, PDP, APC, I consider you a potential threat to me and my life. I don't have to fight you. I can only just avoid you. But when you come on to MaiyegunsDiary Politico, you have no right here. The only right you have is just to come and share your own opinion. But if anybody calls you Olori Buruku, you have no right to say it back. If you say it back, if I catch you, it will be the last time you will say it here. Same thing goes for every one of us. Apart from these two, whatever you like, you believe in. Whatever you like, you pursue. Whatever your faith or your strong, I don't care. There's something that connects all of us, which is why you are free to respect everyone, even if you don't believe what they believe in. Okay? The only thing that connects all of us is that a failed leadership, failed country, which we all share. The consequences of all of this failed leadership is not limited to whether you are Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Christian, Muslim, Northern, Southern. It doesn't. You know that. We are all affected. So whether because of what you are facing with Nigeria prompted you to become IPOB, to become a Yoruba nation, to become a revolutionist, to become an obedient, to whatever you choose to become, I believe that it is the failure of leadership that pushed every one of us to choose different courses. But with my platform, it can also be a melting pot for all of us. where we can then understand our differences and then use our common shared goal to go after these criminals. So if you dare come to my platform and you want to talk about the Yorubas in a condescending way, you will never have another opportunity. I promise you that, except if I don't see it. If you come onto my platform to come and slag the Igbos, or slag the Fulani in a condescending way, you will not have a chance again. No, you won't. It is just my own policy. If you know what you are doing, and you have been on MaiyegunSDiary Politico for a while, I don't believe in the theory of if you can't beat them, you join them. I believe in the theory of, instead of joining them, why don't you just call on others? If you have to train together, the day you are going to say, we are going to go and beat them, you will go and you will never miss. It is my theory. And you don't really have to believe it. And you don't have to accept it. When you look around on MaiyegunSDiary Political platform, everybody are beginning to believe that we need ourselves. We need one another. Don't come to my platform and begin to ask for Yorubas. Why are the Yorubas at this? Why are the Igbos at that? Why are this or this at that? If I see you, you will never have another chance of saying it. I just thought you should know. The last 8 days or 9 days, I have had over 1,200 people who have now joined MaiyegunSDiary Politico on YouTube. That is over 1,200 new subscribers. Don't get too comfortable if you are a bigot on MaiyegunSDiary Politico. Okay? If you are a bigot, whether your own are tribal, whether your own are ethnic, or your own are religious, or you are joining your elite classism and all of that, don't try that on my platform. Okay? I get everybody's size, including your size. Just behave. And your comment will always give you out. Okay? I hope I am very clear enough, Abi. At least you're clear now. Abi? What is the judiciary going to do about this? All of this revelation. Are they just going to look away? Nothing. What are they going to do? What is going to be the next thing now? Is Tinubu and the rest, everybody will just say, well, you know what? There's nothing we can do anymore. Well, that probably is going to be the case. Others are saying that the cup is actually filling up little by little. Do you understand? The cup is filling up. Nobody can deny that they didn't know anymore. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I never knew that. No. The information is everywhere right now. And because the information is everywhere, it simply means even the judiciary know about it. But a rigged system, structured in a way to work the way it is working, sometimes you need an insight to understand how they will arrive at whatever is going to be the end goal. And why people like us can easily predict that. Your judiciary is long gone. The old men and women you see today, they are already replacing themselves on different benches as judges, including their children. Here is another expose on that. Chidi or Dinkalu, please.
No, we all are Nigerians, and the first thing we've got to do is to acknowledge that we've got a problem. Until Justice Uwais, who was the 8th indigenous Chief Justice of Nigeria, only one Chief Justice, the first Chief Justice, Chief Justice Ademola, had a son or a child of his on the judiciary. That was the late Nneka Ademola, who rose to the Court of Appeal but couldn't get to the Supreme Court for reasons that should not detain us here. But since then, I will not go into details on this program, but most Chief Justices, with the exception of about 2 of them, have had, or 3, if I add one of the ones that was forced out, have had their children or relatives appointed to high office in the judiciary. That will suggest a tendency that needs to be questioned. And when members of the bench begin to convert judicial office in order to create family dynasties in it, that begins to undermine public confidence in the judiciary. The Code of Conduct, the Judicial Code of Conduct, supervised by the National Judicial Council under the self-same Chief Justice, legislates that members of the judiciary should not convert their office for private gain or for the gain of their relatives. When I, as a senior judge or a chief justice, begin to plant my children onto the bench, creating intergenerational family succession pipelines, what I am doing is converting my judicial office into private gain. That violates the judicial code of conduct. That is exactly what is happening. And when that happens, people lose faith in the judiciary.
Even when these children or relatives do qualify, or even more than qualify in some instances, I mean, should they pay? Just because, yeah.
You know, I'd like to be given one example of any of these so-called qualified, overqualified children. You know the thing. First of all, the genius of anyone should not be the punishment of a parent to discover that they've given birth to a genius. If you've given birth to a genius, the world should certify it, not you. So a self-interested certification by a parent of the genius, judicial, forensic, legal genius of their child will always be self-interested and suspect. Number two, as a matter of fact, I can tell you stories and give you instances of people who have sons and daughters and other people in other relationships I don't want to mention on children's television, who have failed the examinations and yet been jumped over people who were better qualified because they were what? Related to judicial figures. That
shouldn't be surprising. So they are already filling all those judicial benches with their children, their girlfriends, their wives, their family members, so that they can carry on the judicial rascality, impunity that the judiciary in Nigeria currently represents. I have said it before. When Nigeria goes up in smoke, the Nigeria judiciary, they will have a special chapter in that story. Like I said before, right? Kolu, who forged a certificate, the whole world, the whole world knows now. The judiciary in Nigeria knows. The military knows. The citizens knows. But before they are going to change it to tribal war, because I believe that by Monday, maybe by Monday, killing not Thursday, by Monday, Okpeju, except if you are kind of you are strong enough to make sure you keep shutting them down and giving it to them. If not, by Monday, you go to say na Igbo people took Tinubu to court in America. They would have changed it to Yoruba versus Igbo by Monday. But it's up to you, Sha. I have given you the intel. By Monday, you won't be hearing about forged certificates anymore. You'll be hearing a lot about the Igbo versus Yoruba because they will deflect and change it and stick to it and gaslight and, to distract all of you from it. Well, it's up to you. Here is Tinubu's forged NYSC certificate. I wonder why they did not subpoena the NYSC. Because Tinubu never served anywhere. But they said Tinubu served. He served in 1983. Hey, Tinubu that was in Chicago selling heroin. They say he served in 1983 in Nigeria. And that Tinubu is Bola Adekunle. It's not Bola Ahmed. I never said anything like this in my life. I don't even know how to explain it to my children. Here is another one. This one is the affidavit of, I think it was 1999 at Bincon. This was when Tinubu claimed to be a graduate of University of Chicago. Can you see that? Where Kolu said he graduated from the University of Chicago, which is a lie. You see the affidavit? He said he graduated from University of Chicago from 1972 to 1976. Then Chicago State University 1977 to 1979. The document showed that he said he got a Bachelor of Science degree in economics. That never happened, right? Then, in his document that is released by Chicago State University, they said that Kolu came from Southwest. I'm just saying that if, the Nigerian judiciary want to claim to be blind, it's okay. But let it be on record that a certificate forger, a drug trafficker, a kleptomaniac Kolu is the president of Nigeria. So you would have to deal with that. Some said he's, bad leader, deceitful, trickster, fraud, liar, scammer, crook, swindler, snake oil salesman, OPs here, con artist, pretender, rascal, spy, drug lord, conman, evil, vote buyer, very, very sick conman, scamp, cheater, fake, things, thug sponsor. It is what Kolu is to these young people. You are going to have to spend a lot on propaganda to change their minds, okay? And I don't think you're actually going to be able to do that, in my own opinion. But let us go forward. Let's go further. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu actually appeared, his case was called up at the Supreme Court of Nigeria today. According to his lawyers, the Supreme Court of Nigeria has now fixed the 15th of December 2023. And that is going to be about 2 months away for them to rule on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's illegal detention. So we can say, since it is their Supreme Court, or if they still want to continue to own, to inherit Tinubu, or sorry, Buhari's enemies, that is fine. We expect them to let an innocent man go. There is already a standing court judgment. It's not an order. It is a judgment, appeal court judgment that said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be returned to Kenya, and he must be paid 5 billion naira. In case if you don't know that, or if you have forgotten, they didn't just say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be returned back to where they kidnapped him. They said he must be paid 5 billion naira in damages. And if they want to try him, they should go and start all over again from Kenya. Now, if their Supreme Court is, I don't know why I'm actually saying that, but anyway, we'll keep compelling them. Let him go. Unconditional release is called, right? So, also, at this point, we know that the Lagos Abobakus are giving you different excuses. They are finding different explanations to explain why Kolu, Amoda, Yekini, Shongolere, Igbin Iragbiji, that is now the certificate forger of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, official, the Lagos Abobakus, APC, Egbekegbes, they are now saying he forged it. But it is because he is allowed to forge his certificate. There are, according to people, they said there are 5 stages of grief. The first stage is shock and denial. Why are you all doing this? I'm so shocked that a lot of people don't like him. 6 stages, they call it 6 stages of grief. Okay? So the stages of mourning and grief are universal and are experienced by all after loss. These stages can overlap and do not always go in order. What this means is that they wanted APC, Egbekegbe pretended that they ordered a university of Chicago State University graduate, first class students. They didn't know that now from one Maroko Oriomi, roadside Oluwole, what the Oluwole degree that they got. Now they are attacking everybody and they are calling us haters. Now they have said that, okay, we agree that he forged his certificate. So, but he was allowed to forge his certificate now until when they will finally kind of come to a stage and realize that we are all in a mess. And when Tinubu will go down, they will go down too. In fact, they might actually be the collateral damage to this, right? So, I am going to take you a little bit further as well. In this part of on that part of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, right? This House of Representative member from Abia State also added his own voice, just for the record.
Enjoys equal opportunity and rights, irrespective of tribe, political, or religious orientation, through adherence to the rule of law and respect for judgment of court of competent jurisdiction. Respectfully, I make particular reference to our continued plea and demand for the unconditional release of my constituent, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, from unlawful detention in compliance with the extant judicial pronouncement. Clearly, his release will help in reducing crime and criminality, banditry and assassinations, and kidnapping prevalent in the Southeast, thereby fostering a revitalization of the dwindling economy of the region and a peaceful return to normalcy. As the Holy Bible admonishes us in Romans 14:19, let us therefore make every effort to do what leads to peace and mutual edification. Congratulations again to Nigeria and happy Independence Day. Honorable Obi Agocha, member representing Iguano, Umuahia North, Umuahia South Federal Constituency of Abia State.
We don't see you. Thank you very much, Honorable, for making the call for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as the cardinal, the cardinal point of your message for Nigeria's 63rd birthday or anniversary. I don't know. Have you heard? Have you heard about Iyaloja money? What's it, Bereo? You know, I told you the other day they promised you 8,000 naira. That 8,000 naira will help you cushion the effect of a subsidy removal. You haven't seen that, Abi? Want to develop another template? Oh, they've developed another template. This time around, now 25,000 naira they won't give you. Okay? But that is just on the side. There is a package they call the Iyaloja money. 75 billion. That is what that one is going to cost. Beta Edu. All right. So, you see, 75 billion naira will be given as loan to 1.5 million market women. Shall we go today? If you like say, when Beta being a Betty Edu, when she saw the alert on the screen, it was like, 75 billion. So they call the fund Iyaloja fund. Iyaloja money. I just hope this, my friend, will get his own share. Because a lot of them are working round the clock right now to see how many people they are going to tell that Napita Obi or the IPOB, they were the ones who removed Tinubu's documents from Chicago State University. Or maybe they are the ones who actually changed his sex and all of that. I hope this our brother will get his own share, okay? So 75 billion Bagamu Iyaloja fund. God damn it, man. A big time cash out. So here we kind of going to draw the curtains, okay? I was supposed to kind of close it, but I'm going to take calls, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I am going to go on and make myself a cup of tea. Open the line. But you should do me a favor. You should like the broadcast. And if this is your first time and you actually love what you heard, right? You should subscribe onto my channel. YouTube new. Go there. Do that. And when I get back, I'm going to take calls, okay? Thank you very much. Don't go anywhere yet.
we are competing with armed robbers and the bandits to recruit from the youths who are unemployed. 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and the
Hello there.
Hello, Mr. Maiyegun.
Yes, sir. Dr. Agbede.
Yeah. Yeah, Eminiyo. How are you?
Doctor, I'm very well. Oh. How are you, sir?
I'm doing super great. Happy Thursday.
Same to you.
And the rest of the Temple of Truth family. Happy Thursday too.
They are greeting you. They are greeting you too, Baba. Okay. So yeah, you are my first caller tonight. Please.
Okay, praise God.
Go on, sir.
Praise God. Maiyegun,
sir.
Maiyegun, please. With all these CSU revelations, we can recall that on Monday this very week, Bayo Onanuga came out, and also even up to today now, many of them they are now saying that these revelations are they now relevant or relevant to the something again?
Well, they said they are not relevant. They said nobody is going to take them. It's just noise. That's why they are not going to respond to it.
Well, Maiyegun, come for yourself. They are 100% correct. Just listen to me. Correct.
Okay.
They know exactly what they are talking about. Because the fact is whatever it takes, just do it mandates. Whatever it takes, just do it mandate. That my legitimization of my presidency is a must. It's a must. Already be given to the Supreme Court. That is, let me repeat that again.
Yes, sir.
The fact is, whatever it takes, just do it mandate. That my legitimization of my presidency is a must. Already be given to the Supreme Court. Yes, the same exact exact underline. The same exact mandate they gave to Mahmoud Yakubu, the INEC chairman, in a declaring Bola Tinubu as the winner of the presidential election. That is, whatever it takes, just do it. And Mahmoud Yakubu did it. Yes. Now, the question now is, and to the rest of the world, that already the mandate to speak that whatever it takes, just do it.
Yes.
That my legislation of my presidency is a must. The question now is, what shall we all do right now? What shall we all do right now? That's the question. What shall we all do right now? Because
the question.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
For everyone, Abi.
So yes, for everybody to ponder with, because that mandate have already been given. That was why they now said, is it of a relevant again? And that relevancy is zero, absolutely zero. They don't want
no effect.
Oh, God bless my So the answer is, to me personally, the answer is that what we shall do right now are all classified.
I wanted to say that, but I thought maybe it's been declassified in it. But yeah, Doctor,
no, don't worry. Don't worry.
Yes, sir. You have thrown it open.
Yes.
The answer to you.
Yes. Thank you. And people must answer it today. They must answer that thing today, because they said
comment. So some people will call in as well.
Yes, because they said that relevancy is zero. They know exactly what they're talking about. It's true. It's true.
Right.
God bless you.
And you too, sir. God bless you too. Thank you so much. Now, Dr. Agbede said that they believe that there is nothing that's going to happen. There's nothing anybody's going to do. What are we going to do?
Hello? Yeah, Maiyegun.
Sir.
Yeah, this is Uche calling from London.
How are you doing tonight, Uche?
I'm fine.
Yeah, I don't want to waste the time. I want to be fast on this.
Please go for
and
it.
in regards, in regards to the statement by CSU, meaning that they have a third party that issues certificate. You understand? We know about this. I worked in several countries. I'm an engineer by profession. I've worked in Qatar. I've worked in Dubai. I've worked in everywhere.
Could you repeat?
Yes, there is a third party.
Are you saying that CSU said they have a third party that issues their certificate? Is that what you're saying?
No, when they mentioned about the third party company, yes, there are companies that help in getting transcript and certificate to universities if you want to do a transfer or cross check of documents.
Okay.
But the third party don't provide you the certificate. They will help you to go to the school, and the school will arrange the document and send it through the third party. We have one in Nigeria. You can confirm this on Google now.
Right.
It is called ETXNG. Nigeria. I have used them to send my transcript to schools and organizations that I've worked with. It's not that they will generate a certificate for you. They will help you.
It for you. No.
No. They can't redesign it. You cannot change this. They are just like a third party that will help you to go to your school, and you pay them. They will get you the registrar. The registrar will provide the document, and they will help you to send it. It's done everywhere like that. So that is what the CSU representative mean. He's not saying that there is a party that provides certificate for you. No, these are check. I bet everybody to check this on Google now, and you will see that you will have it in Nigeria. It's called
Yeah, they just want to confuse people in Nigeria. Like,
yes, That's why I want people to bring this up, and they can Google it, and you see the company exists. They are always called third party, but they don't give you certificate on their own. They will help you to get to the university or whatever institution to get your document out, your authentic document from the school. Every school have it in Nigeria. Most of the students use it abroad here, and that's number one. Yes, and number two, I want to talk about on that college that Tinubu got from US, there is a social security number. Yes, Southwest. There is a social security number there for that person. I don't know why we're not talking about that. People are just talking about it. If that social security number doesn't belong to
Uche, even though people did, because it's part of what I shared. I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday, right? People search.
Yes, I heard you mention it.
For that, what do you call SSN, right? Social security number.
Yeah.
All they got out of was that the places where the SSN was traced to Bola Adenike Tinubu.
That is it.
Do you understand
that now? Is the key point. That is the
addresses. The addresses where this SSN has been to in the US, including where it was originally registered from the VA, Virginia, I said. But you are right.
I think I saw it.
People not digging.
I saw something like that.
Go on, sorry.
That is only that. You know what happened? Chicago University in the 70s were not verifying results.
Right.
They were not verifying results. They were not verifying results. If they verify results, there is no way they will not catch Tinubu. And I believe Tinubu was afraid to collect his transcript or his certificate because he knew if he applied, he knew if he applied, they would dig documents and they will find the inconsistency. And Chicago State University is trying to cover their track that they weren't doing the right thing during those days. That's why they were just trying to cover up. That's why they find themselves in the mess. My last there is something people were talking about that the Chicago representative said is a Nigerian thing. I think from that place, I think we have a little misunderstanding. What he was referring to is, as they said, the certificate is a ceremonial thing. Everyone knows it's a ceremonial thing. But he was saying that it's a Nigerian thing to authenticate certificates. That Nigerians are peculiar about authentication of certificate. I think that is what he meant in that transcript.
About the forgery itself.
It's not about the forgery. He was saying it's a Nigerian thing the Nigerians are peculiar about certificate authentication. That's why he says it's a Nigerian thing.
Right.
Let's read the transcript and understand it. He wasn't saying it's a Nigerian way of forgery. No, he said it's a Nigerian thing to authenticate certificate. That's why we were peculiar about the authenticity of the certificate. It means it's a Nigerian thing to authenticate certificate. That's what
it wasn't ceremonial
exactly
for Nigerians. It's more than
it wasn't ceremonial for that. That is what he meant when he said it's a Nigerian thing.
I'm going to drop the link of the verified transcripts now. Everybody who is interested should read the comments. Okay.
Yes.
There's a link.
Let's read the comment. Yeah. I think it's a Nigerian thing. To check to authenticate certificate. So I want everybody to check this company ETX NG. They send certificate. They call them third party certificate. What's it called? Agency. They don't give you certificate. They get the certificate from your school, because I cannot go to my school now in Nigeria to get my certificate.
No.
So these people, they help in the agency, but they don't give fresh certificate. It's a lie. There is no way.
Own. They just have to go back to your
no. Nobody can.
Right, and request
for
it for you.
They will say yes. They will send to your institution and request for it, and the institution, they are registered with the institutions.
You know,
they are registered with the institutions.
Right.
Okay, why didn't the CSU your guy said, okay, we have third party companies like this, like that,
but
why didn't he mention the third
in
company?
Their own case, right? Thank you for that insight, right? But in the case of the Chicago State University, they categorically said they don't have any third party. They don't use them. They categorically said that during that deposition as well.
No, people are saying that, okay, because he mentioned a third party, he said a third party can provide, people are making use of the third party, even if there is a
just
third.
Something you mentioned now, right? That third party does do this and that and all of that. And you as an academia, can you kind of, is that correct? And you said yes. So does the Chicago State University have a third party agency that is helping them? They said no, they don't have. How do people get back? They said, how do all students reorder for their diploma certificate and all that? He said there is a section on their website, which is the copy I shown earlier.
There is, yes, there is a, yes, I saw it. There is a provision,
places, right? In so many places, it is that same spot where they put that form, that PDF form, right? It is that same place they put the link for the third party in most cases. But in their own case, they don't have anybody doing it for them. They are actually like doing it themselves, you know.
Exactly.
But you know one thing, right? It's so obvious why he didn't go back to go and collect it in person or send somebody to go there physically in that same Chicago. We all know why now, don't we?
I know the reason why. Because he knows that when he goes, they will dig further and they will find out.
We need to provide the original information.
Exactly.
Information, they are never going to pop up as his own.
Okay, that's very nice. That's just it. So that social security number is a key. And we should focus on that. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bless you, sir.
Nice work. Nice work, brother.
Thank you, sir. I like that explanation as much as it's also eye-opener. A lot of people does that. And then the reason why we are actually having this chat is simply because we know that Tinubu, right, either did not go to that school at all. He just stole somebody's identity. That is the only way you can explain this. Because if I went to any school and I want to run for any office anywhere, right, everybody knows the procedure of how to get back their lost documents. At least there will be an effort until they say, oh, we don't have it anymore. From the record of the Chicago State University, the original certificate is still with them. That person didn't come and pick it. Even when Tinubu was asking for his own certificate, to present his certificate, he didn't go to the school. As we are talking right now, that 1979 certificate that they said they issued, that the Bola Tinubu did not come and pick it until everybody is bombarding them with all this story of stolen identity from Nigeria. Do you know that if Tinubu walk in today instead of his lawyer, if he walk in and he says, give me my certificate and bring it and say, then present it from the beginning, there will be none of this. Ken, sorry for holding you back anyway. Hello.
Hi, Maiyegun, how are you?
How are you, sir? I'm very good, by the way. Thank you.
Long time. Thank you for your show. I'm good. And you?
Well, we are here, surviving, just still at it.
You're a strong man. Trust me, you're a strong man.
Thank you.
So let me get quickly to the nitty-gritty. You know, here in the US, you have what is called social security number, which is unique, very unique to you and you alone. And that is why that same social security is what you used to go to, like school, work, or anything, literally almost everything. So, which means it's easy, very easy. If you say you graduated from the school, they can easily, even with your social security alone, they can flush out about you. It is not rocket science, Maiyegun. We all know we are not rocket science. So this is what, based on, in addition to what my earlier caller said, is that, you see, even if I choose to say, okay, social security, don't forget, Maiyegun, even then, if you say social security, even then, at some point, they had all sorts of security features they place in at that time to still make sure that at least some level of fraud is a little bit minimized.
You know,
what are the kind of example I give you is that, you know, each university has their protocol, their stuff, all the things they do, so that by the time you graduate, if you come back to get a transcript or a certificate, you understand, there's something in there that will identify you as the real owner, the real person which they have, finished that course. But you see, the reason why Bola Tinubu did not do this is why he didn't do this. Now, that social security number one is going to tell everything that he's not the one.
That's right.
Why? Because the female, and the female information is going to flush out. It's like taking your British passport or your American passport and put it on the scanner. It's everything, the social security, everything will flush out. Bah. So if you are doing, as you already know, Maiyegun, Oluwole, if you are doing Oluwole, no problem. Your Oluwole that you did now, once they put it on the scanner, on the scan system, like it will tell them that this thing is it's fake. But you know, the old dumbass fool, the one you showed us yesterday, where he was talking about we should move on. It shouldn't be this. We should not drag the nation. I'm like, oh my God, Maiyegun. These are the people. These are the reason why that country is in that shithole the way it is. Because why? Because they keep, year after year, we keep allowing things and old fools, old dumbers like this to continue to put us in this, to put that country in that. And at the end of the day, who do you blame? You blame the same old fool who are telling, let it go. So let's
you know, those
let's
ones who say that let it go. I mean, everybody should move on and all of that. It's so sad, anyway. Very sad.
Yeah. So Maiyegun, you and I, and the people in the Temple of Truth, we all know where this whole damn bloody shit show is going. Because even at that, they are support. At the end of the day, the same technicality they use is the same thing that will come to play. Even all this one that it has opened the Pandora's box of everything that happened and how the fraud was played out. It's the same technicality and the fraud they are going to use in the Supreme Court. We are all going to come back here in the Temple of Truth. And
but the point now is that, you know, when the likes of Atiku and co were calling a press conference and calling other people, let's come to, what are they asking? They're saying that, you know, if the judiciary is not going to do the right thing, what's going to happen next? You know? So I think we are getting to that part gradually. Like you said, nothing is going to happen, right? But I don't think nothing is going to happen.
So the last one, Maiyegun, so that I can allow up.
Yeah, sure, please.
Is that Maiyegun? We all see, you, me, and everybody here already know that the country is a joke.
It is.
It's a joke. Okay, so let us just all sit back and enjoy the show. Because as far as I'm concerned, we will continue to speak truth to power. And we stand by you, Maiyegun.
I know.
We stand by you and everybody. We will continue to speak truth to power. But the truth of the matter is that it will get to a point, Maiyegun. Everybody will know. Everybody will collect.
And at that point, I mean, there's no pretense anymore. So you either you either fight or you die, but nobody will have to choose for you. You would have to do it yourself. That's right.
Continue to speak the truth to power.
God bless you.
God will never forget you.
Amen.
God will never let you down. Let them continue to put threats. The threat will go back to sender. They are all the same thing. I'm with you. We are all with you.
Thank you, Ken.
My brother.
Thank you very much, and stay safe too yourself. Okay. I have another caller. Remember, if you haven't really liked this broadcast, take a moment and do that. All right. Here. Hello.
All hail Biafra. All hail Oduduwa.
All hail Biafra. All hail Oduduwa. Brother, how you doing?
Adam Kedu.
Kedu.
Adam.
Bless you, man.
Bro.
Yeah, man.
Yes, another one, bro. Like yesterday's show was fantastic. Today,
thank you.
Florence. I really appreciate what you're doing.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, Maiyegun, with what's happening, I'm really enjoying what they're doing because these people are fastening the breakup of that contraption.
That's right.
Now, not only that, they're actually educating the people as well, because with all this thing that's happening, now people are now more exposed to, like, wait a minute, you can actually request for record.
Right? I said that yesterday. I said, listen, things may look slower, things may not be happening the way we want them to, but one thing we can't deny is the fact that people are more politically conscious now. People are just a little bit, they may not have put together their thought generally, but a lot of people are now aware what is going on. And they are actually, you know, what you call, they are actually like professing their disagreement with them. It's a matter of time before everything go choke. I strongly believe.
Yes. Yeah.
Go on, Baba.
Their wokeness is happening.
It is.
And people they're all waking up and they're in big, big trouble. You see, this is what happens when you go on for decades and just doing the same thing and getting away with it, and you think it's just business as usual. After a while, you're going to have an adverse effect. Yeah, there has to be a break, and the dam is about to break.
It seems.
And you're going to see water is going to flood everywhere. None of them are going to be safe. None of them. And the crazy thing about it, I've said it many times, this time around, if they try to go on exile or run away or whatever, they can't hide. No. Because they caused, the misery that they've caused people have caused us to now move away and go to different places all over the world and search for refuge. Now they can't hide anymore because we're all over the place now. We will hunt them down.
That's right. That is,
you know,
right.
Like yeah, that's just my 2 cents for today. People, it's almost close to 4,000 people. It's 3,600 people are watching right now. Please hit the like button. Why do we have 1,300 people liking the show?
People are always very, very economical when it comes to their own offering. In this case, we're over 4,000 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
You remember? But yeah.
Yeah, I remember it's 4,000.
Yes.
Yeah, people, man, stop being lazy. Just hit the like button. It doesn't hurt. All right.
All hail Biafra, bro. All hail Oduduwa. Stay safe, man. Okay, and take it easy too. Let's go on. I have another caller here. Hello.
Good evening, Maiyegun.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm very well. Just one question.
Please.
Why is it that the gentleman that came out and said he employed Tinubu in mobile and all his certificates were checked? I think we need to just start checking out mobile at that time and the man's credentials. That's all I've got to say. Yeah.
Because you know something, sir? That man played a very, very crucial role in shielding Tinubu's fraud. You know what I mean? Like, I've read about it.
Yeah. So this is going to this is just getting interesting. It's going to it's opening a whole Pandora of frauds. I mean, I believe that even there are some members in the National Assembly, the senators that are, they are trembling because all of them have got fake credentials. It's credentials. So that's my take this evening. Let me just allow other people.
That's an interesting take, by the way. A lot of people may be wondering, what did he mean? I'm going to speak a bit on that before I take next call. But thank you very much, right, for dropping that off, right? Thank you so much, sir. So what that caller is referring to is this. I'm so sorry that I can't remember the name right now. Okay. However, they said there is this man, all right, who happened to be one of the big bosses in Mobile in Nigeria. You see that Mobile that Tinubu always talk about. They say it was this man that gave Tinubu the job of auditor in Mobile, Nigeria, not Deloitte in America, sending him to no. Like he said, that never happened. Never worked for Deloitte. So they said this person who gave him that job of auditor at the Mobile, Nigeria. Then they said at a point, the fraudulent lifestyle of Tinubu, the criminal life of Tinubu, he was caught doing what he knows how to do best, stealing, manipulating, and all of that stuff. Then at a point, he came under serious, sort of administrative scrutiny, where this man came to his rescue. It didn't last there, but he left a sort of an indelible mark that if you kind of come across people who worked in Mobile at the time, what they knew about this Tinubu and why many of them would rather just keep quiet and go to their graves with them, you'll be shocked when they open their mouth. So they said it was this man who clearly said he verified all of Tinubu's credentials and documents when he was to be employed in Mobile. But it was all lies. The old man is very old now, too. I don't know if he's still alive. But these are the people who help in shaping this forger in chief that you have today in Nigeria. I'll take another call. Hello there.
Oh, MJ, my brother, how you doing?
I am very well, ma. How you doing, my lady?
I am doing wonderful.
Great.
My brother, each time I call, I said, I don't know how to thank you. I have said this before to you. We need to organize a convention. I'm telling you, where all of us will come together as a Maiyegun family and celebrate. It's not about Yoruba, Igbo, or Hausa. All of us need to come together and celebrate you. You are the best thing that ever happened to Nigeria. I'm telling you, since I started listening and watching your program, I am able to dissect everything about Nigeria. I am telling you the truth. You have opened our eyes. This is just ignore those fools that cannot look at the truth and call it the way it is. It's not about Yoruba, it's not about Igbo, it's not about Hausa.
For anybody we get sense,
about our country.
That's right.
It is all about our country. Can you imagine? See, people don't want to understand and agree the magnitude of shame and embarrassment that this man has brought on Nigeria. I'm telling you, each time I am traveling, I like to use my blue passport. The only time you will see me show my Nigerian passport is when I get to immigration in Nigeria, so that they won't ask me for visa. If not, Maiyegun, I have no reason to be carrying Nigerian passport because that passport is an embarrassment. And these people are not getting it. I'm telling you, it is even worse now. And some of these people that live in Nigeria, they don't get it. They don't. And the reason being that they are stuck in Nigeria. Any day, anytime they leave the offshore of Nigeria, they will come to realize exactly why we are crying, why we are in so much pain about the level of criminality in that country. When you go to apply for a job, when you are working, you have to put in extra effort to prove yourself. Oh, I am not like them. It is not supposed to be so. And that is why we will keep on suffering. That is why Nigeria will never, ever get out of this predicament until people will stand up and say, enough is enough. Like each day I watch Arise News, I look at a whole Dr. Ruben Abati, how he speak. I said, what is wrong with this man? Who are you afraid of? Who are you afraid of? This life is either we are living or we are dead. You cannot be dead and be alive at the same time.
It's
no,
impossible.
It has to be one. It has to be one. Look at what this man, the type of embarrassment. This is just a tip of the iceberg. Let them wait. David, like I call him, he is the David of our time. The David that slayed the Goliath. Let them wait. This is October. FBI, CIA, IRS will start printing out
their own
all
are still coming. You get those ones are still bringing their own baggies. I say, okay, are you guys done with CSU? So no, we are still busy with CSU. We don't come with another bag. Go one drop more.
I'm telling you,
and it's all going to happen this month.
So myopic. They are so myopic in their reasoning. Like the last caller just said, it is your social security. The social security will tell if you are a man or a woman. And that social security belongs to a woman and not Chief Tinubu.
No.
Because I no longer call him Tinubu, I call him Chief Tinubu because that's who he is.
That's right.
If you look at the reason why he jumped and went to Chicago State University, it is because in Nigeria, there is no school, either primary or secondary, that will authenticate that he attended their school. None with that name. That's why he decided to go to Chicago State University, thinking that he can manipulate and get himself out by talking lies. Unfortunately, Nigerians have grown so much. We have developed so much that people are out there digging out information. And that's why he got himself into this trouble.
You know what they said, man? You know what they said? Yeah, you know what they said? They said he got away 24 years ago because there was no internet. He's in a big trouble this time around, but that he probably had no clue.
And look at ECOWAS. Look at the whole ECOWAS. Look at the person they appointed as their president. They are not even ashamed. Are you getting me? Everything is just rigmaroling. Like Africans, we are under a spell. Like someone put a curse on Africans. We will never get it right. We can never get anything straight. When you try to speak the truth, some fools will come out and start defending evil. Why are you defending evil? They forget a proverb that said, overlooking evil means that you are an accomplice. Whether you like it or not. That is just the truth. When you see evil and you don't call evil evil, you are part of the evil. That's just what it is. It's not about Yoruba, Yoruba. But I thank you so much, my brother, for what you're doing. I'm gonna hang up and give others chance so that they can talk. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you too, ma'am. You stay safe and then you have a wonderful weekend. If I don't speak to you again before the weekend, okay? But I have another caller, and I'm going to ask you again, if you're watching this broadcast on YouTube, please leave the comment section for a minute. Go into that under their video and like the broadcast just once. If you have done it, don't do it again. That's okay. Hello there.
Hello, my brother Maiyegun General.
How are you, sir? Baba.
Baba, I'm doing well, bro. Yes, it's your boy.
The prince from the north. The prince from the north.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, my brother. Baba, I did, man.
It's good to hear.
I just wanted to. It's really good to call in too, bro.
Thank you. Go on.
I wanted to talk about Atiku Abubakar. I find it very interesting that it's taking evil to destroy evil. But it's to our benefit. Because we're not going to start pretending. We're not going to start pretending like Atiku is a hero for exposing Tinubu. No, he's not. He's still a killer. He's still a looter. He's still a kleptomaniac. He's still a criminal. Yes. Tinubu, on the other hand, I hope he gets destroyed by Atiku. I will be glad. But I think what's going to happen is they will end up destroying themselves. And that will be to our benefit. My second point, characters like Ruben Abati. Unfortunately, we have millions of them. They were created as a result of our cultural ways of doing things. You remember when Ruben Abati was telling that young lady on Arise TV, am I not your uncle or something stupid like that?
Oh, I remember that. That you know, I'm old enough to be your uncle, and I was like, "Come on, man."
Exactly.
I was talking to him, and he was saying, "Ruben, even Ruben about Doctor." He was like, "Oh, you are calling me Ruben." I remember that time. Go on, Africa.
Exactly. To me, that behavior of Ruben Abati was unforgivable. It shows that he's very unprofessional and he's a criminal. But unfortunately, the Nigerian system,
Africa wahala, person we deputize Buruji Kasham, Eshoji Nodu to run for governor of Ogun State. You are surprised? I am not.
Was it Buruji Kashamu and
drug lord,
the current governor
too?
Yes, were they not drug sellers in America?
Tell me.
And say Ruben Abati tried to run for deputy governorship under a criminal. And the reason why he was running for deputy governorship was not because he was trying to save our lives as Ogun indigenes.
No.
It was because he was trying to cut his own share from the cake.
Establishment drafted him in.
Thank you very much, my brother. Finally, when it comes to Kolu, he's not an intelligent man. People need to stop saying, I woke up this morning, I'm in a WhatsApp group. You know, the people are consistently arguing, oh, Tinubu is such an astute politician. He's so intelligent.
No, he's not.
And I keep trying to explain to people, he's not intelligent. Just like the other guy that I just spoke about, Ruben Abati. A failed system is where those types of characters can thrive in. They can only survive and thrive in a failed system. Tinubu is not intelligent. If he was intelligent, he would have hidden all the evidences that exposed him today. So he's not intelligent. You know, in Nigeria, no more way. That means the person.
If you are not caught,
exactly,
you can always brag how intelligent you are, how smart you are. No, you're not. It is only the system that makes somebody like you flourishes. If a system is
thank you so much.
Of course, your unintelligence existence would have been exposed a long time ago. Africa wahala. Please
thank you so much.
There is difference between intelligence.
Man, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. When we were in university, we used to have all these professors, all these lecturers, senior doctors. They will be threatening the female students. Oh, I want to sleep with you so that you can pass this course. And then the parents of those students look up to those professors as some respectable people. But in real life, the students are telling them that this guy is a rapist, he's a criminal. But that's just how the Nigerian system is. So please stop giving any form of endearment to criminals. Realize that the reason why these guys are thriving in that environment is because the system is failed.
That's right.
And that's all it is. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, my brother. Finally, I have a final point, my brother.
Remember, quickly.
Yeah. Ade Williams in the comment section said he has caught mainstream media houses in the Temple of Truth coming to listen, which means when you hear some information from Punch newspaper, from Vanguard, all these guys come into the comment section of the Temple of Truth to get the real news. You guys do the math. If Punch newspaper and Vanguard are coming into the comment section of the Temple of Truth to get information, then you guys better know the right source of information. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the content, please.
God bless you, man. God bless you for that, add-on.
Yes, sir.
You shouldn't have left, without saying that. So I appreciate that, Baba. Thank you very much. The African
Yes, sir.
Stay safe, man. So that is the Prince, the African Wahala, Prince Adewale from Canada. But I have another caller on the line here. Hello there.
Hey, Maiyegun.
Sir?
Good evening, sir.
Same to you. Good evening to you. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, boss.
Great.
Yeah, you know this. Yeah, this is Gio from United States.
Sir, G.O., I remember you. How are you? Well, it should be afternoon in the U.S. as we speak. How are you doing today?
We are like 5:34 in the evening.
Nearly evening too. Okay. Well.
Yeah. You know, you are always a prophet, man. You don't need to have a church to be a prophet.
Do you
know that this certificate forgery, right, is not going to, there's no meaningful development that will come to Nigeria. I can tell you that. No meaningful
Who
development.
will take their own money, hard-earned money, and go to that place genuinely right now? Who will do that?
Nobody, no investment will come to Nigeria. And guess what? As long as he hangs on to power, that certificate saga of forgery that is hanging on him, even when he leaves power, they will still sue him in the United States for forgery, for identical theft. And even if he puts his son in power, guess what? They will force Nigerian government to pull him from wherever he is back to the US to be tried in court. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. Except he's no longer alive.
Oh, he chose not to leave Nigeria again.
Some
people are saying that at this point, why is he not resigning? Why are they doubling down? But others are saying, well, it's because it's Nigeria now. Who is resigning?
No,
have you ever seen anybody?
No, Maiyegun is consumed by ambition. Ambition of having that name of being a president. That is what he's consumed about. He's consumed.
That is what he's consumed.
The position he is, yes, the position he has acquired through his money, he is going to be there to exploit the system to his own advantage. Mostly financially. Yes, mostly financially. And this identical theft and certificate forgery.
Perjury,
and perjury is coming back to haunt him when he leaves office. I'm telling you.
About 24 years. 24 years. So you that have the ambition. You know, Nigeria is a corrupt place, Abi. And you have ambition that one day you'll be president, Abi. You escape those who came for you 24 years ago. Throughout that 24 years, he no do anything at all. He still forging certificates at the age of 77. Abi, what is his current age right now? Because we don't even know.
87. He's not 75, he's 87.
No wonder he graduated from a school that was yet to be established 4 years before his establishment.
Yes, and he's been able to, you know, due to his criminal mind, like the way what's it called? Let me tell you, yes, he created a cartel around himself. He doesn't need to go out and get a gun to shoot somebody. He created a very serious cartel that does to the letter of what he wants.
He can always get what he wants. Wow.
I can tell you, as you rightly said, he has, oh my goodness, he has compromised every way. Is compromised.
All institutions that could check him.
Yes, he has locked up everywhere. If you don't do my bidding, then you go down. If you don't do my bidding, you go down. The doctor, Egbede also, he actually
Dr. Egbede?
Yes, he put it in capital letters. Anybody that is not doing his bidding is going to go down.
He's going to go out. Oh.
It will take people like Peter Obi, you know, somebody that is very educated, that is very sophisticated. You know, there are some economical policies that you can lay down to make these people poor.
You know?
Yes.
That you can at least show that something is being done. It is not an opportunity to enrich people. Look at these guys. You want to fight the effect of fuel subsidy removal. You went to go and borrow 800 billion and you gave 300 billion to the National Assembly and judiciary.
Oh my goodness.
And then you want to go and share 500 billion. Have you not opened the door for wastage already? You are trying to cut down costs and save life, but you're already sharing it. So I get it with you, like you said. Go on, Baba.
When I call you a prophet, when you were calling Tinubu Buhari Pro Max, oh my goodness, he has taken the suffering of Buhari is an enjoyment
to what is coming.
In the years of Buhari as the president. Oh my goodness. Like you rightly just put it, this guy does not care about what is happening to Nigerians.
No.
But all he will want to do is to hang on to power, become a godfather to whoever that will come to that president.
Sure you get.
I'm telling you, to make sure to protect every fraudulent act that is created. That is where
cover himself up in all of it.
Yes. That is where he's working himself to make sure he detains the tune of the pipe. But do you know the good thing?
What?
The call of nature. The nature. Let me tell you, Tinubu wished that he is still very young to be in this position right now. Do you know that? But age, you cannot
and
deceive
you can
nature.
never cheat nature. No way.
You can never cheat nature.
No, you can't.
So now, the only person that I know that can help him to actually be actualizing all this plan is his own wife. His own wife, according to what I'm hearing, anything that must come to the husband, she has to see everything.
That's right.
Nigeria is in trouble.
Yeah.
Nigeria is in trouble. The name they've given, in fact, being in that position, Nigeria, in fact, is going to be a serious impediment to Nigeria.
People may not even understand the gravity of what you are trying to say. And most of the time when I'm saying it as well, sometimes they feel like you are wishing them bad. Or you are wishing that something evil happen. No, it's not wish this time around. These guys and their group and what they stand for, by the time they are done with their intention, una go to celebrate Buhari.
Oh, why are you saying we're going to celebrate Buhari? It's already happening.
It is already happening.
And as you can see, Tinubu, nobody wants to associate with him. Do you know that even with this certificate saga, the only places he can travel to are people, it may be where he bought houses that he just want to travel to. But meaningful investment or country president, trying to see how they can come and invest
if he probably
in Nigeria,
attends,
it will never happen in his tenure. Can you imagine Joe Biden coming out and say, okay, America wants to invest some amount of money in Nigeria, in Nigeria. He won't do it.
No.
In fact, they're already telling Americans they should be very careful of traveling to Nigeria.
They've warned them, they've warned their citizens. So whether you are a Nigerian, American government is telling you to be careful of going back to your supposed country. Or if you do, be careful of where to go to. Nigerians who escape from Nigeria in America, they are receiving warning about their own country. And somebody who is also in that America is telling everybody that Nigeria will be great one day. You see the deceit.
You see Peter Obi's interview. That is the right dose to reviving this economy. If you as a leader, your hands are clean, you shut the doors of corruption from you and your cronies.
Your family is not stealing. You are not stealing. Okay, those who you employ, would they feel free to steal? It will be hard a bit now.
No. Oh my goodness, it's going to be very difficult. You'll be so scared.
You know? It is what
my
it
brother,
is.
Let me leave you alone on cycle. Other folk can talk. I want to just thank God for your life.
I know.
Because the exposure you are giving to people is beyond human comprehension. Is beyond human comprehension. The exposure you are giving to people. There are things
I think it's all coming from the position of a sincerity. So if somebody is really sincere, not faking it, it's not going to be hard for people to connect to his message. That might be my secret. You know what I mean? Like you could see the sincerity, the genuinity, the anger, the disappointment in me when I'm talking. So the majority of us who are watching, is so easy to connect with a sincere person. And that is why.
Let me tell you.
Sir,
so let me tell you what you were talking about this guy, David Hundeyin. You were the first person that called David Hundeyin a hero. It's not these criminals that are heroes. You said David Hundeyin is the hero of Nigeria.
Yes.
And look at now, Atiku picked that up in his own speech today.
That's
right. Goes to tell you that forget about people. You have how many subscribers? Guess what? Yeah. You have millions of people watching your show secretly without you even knowing. You are opening a lot of people's eyes beyond what they can ever imagine.
God bless you, Baba. Thank you very much for that word.
Maiyegun, let me leave you alone, man. Thank you very much.
I appreciate that. Yeah. You stay safe, Baba, okay? And thank you so much for all of that. And to everyone as well for all your support all the time. I mean, I get that every evening. So I'm so used to that now. And that is why I have no other choice but to remain consistently truthful. Okay? So they say, person when they come to equity must come with clean hands, okay? So what I'm not going to get caught doing so bad, it's just like when I'm talking about all of the vices and all of these criminals, right? There is some moral sort of expectation from somebody like me too, where they'll be like, well, if Maiyegun is like that, is not expected to be seen on this side. There are things that will shock you. And they'll be like, no, I never thought he had that other side of him. I have temper problem. It's not a problem. I'm not even seeing it as a problem. I have a temper. And my temper is always like when people are indeed pretty much like not having a clearer direction of purpose. It actually triggers me off. Okay? And when I am angry, right, it's more or less like just don't be around. So I have two ways of showing my anger. The first one is I could be so quiet, not talking at all. The second part of showing my anger is that when I want to let it out, my voice could be the highest in the room, like the loudest in the room. And you might think it's because I am trying to be right. No, it's not because I'm trying to be right. It is because I am hungry that you have now kind of pushed me to a point whereby I have to make my point known. So that place, they're like, don't get him angry. But apart from that, you would have a Maiyegun that it is what you see, is what you get. Do you understand? I don't take nonsense from, when I say nonsense, I don't like people walking to me. You know, you can take, you can cheat me, by the way, right? You can take advantage of me. But don't ever show me that you are doing that. You know, I could be comfortable with anybody taking advantage of me. But don't ever walk to me and get the audacity to feel like, I mean, I could do that, but I've been doing that. You will regret it. And that's why my anger is mostly about how people sort of want to treat me. And when it gets to that stage, I could lose it so much. Maiyegun is through now. Maiyegun, calm down. Maiyegun, you are a public figure. Did I tell you, say I be poster or opponent of your streets, public figure? I ask you to make me public figure. I be ngoko. So I fit tear cloth for public and fight you. If I'm convinced I have to do that. But apart from that, it is what you see that you get. Sincerity, honesty, transparency, and all of that. You know what I mean? It is what you see that you get. Because I learned that in this country, in this UK. I learned that it's all vanity. Majority of the things that actually makes you feel like you are more important than the others, they are all vanity. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I've got money. Oh, I've got this title. I've got that. I don't live like that. And when I see people who do, I know that I have problem with you. If you have achieved a lot in your life that you want to brag, and it's great. Even myself can help you advertise that, but that is not me. You know what I mean now? Like, it is what you see that you get. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of, I love that that part where my last caller put that. Okay, so I'm going to take just one more call now, and I'm going to call it a night. Sorry that I took some of your time. Okay, well, here we go. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun General.
Hello, sir. Is that the Prince?
Yes, Baba. This is Prince Jejeman.
Prince Jejeman, representing
IPOB for life.
The Prince.
Baba, hello.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Well done. Well done. Good job.
Thank you.
We dey feel you, Baba. No shaking.
Sure.
We are winning now. We are winning. You said that they attack here YouTube. We are winning. Nothing that happen. Nothing they do you, Baba.
I deal with you.
You see, Baba, respect to everyone on the Temple of Truth. Oh. I greet everyone. You see, Baba, Nigeria don't enter book of record. Though.
Yeah.
Nigeria bagona kokona. You know, say, now Nigeria be the first people where we say they enter school as a woman, they can't graduate as man.
That one.
I do it the rate now.
Yeah.
I tell you now, Baba.
So if you go in black and come out white.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
You know, Tinubu don't make us enter book of record though. I'm telling you. You see, the problem is not about Jagabandit and Agboderians.
Tell them.
Because their own problem na Jemusapo. That is just their own problem with that. You see, Baba, what money cannot do, more money will do it, but not in America. It's not in America now. It's only in Nigeria. More money.
They know they born a courtroom to hide evidence in America. That's a problem, Sha.
At all. You see, so America don't show them say no be more money cannot do everything. You see, so Baba, the thing is not about them. It's about my children and my children's children.
That's true.
That's where people know. Because the way when I see Jagabandit, it won't permit, but it won't carry the whole Nigeria permit together.
Yeah.
That is just the thing.
So that if he die as a former president, and at least they could put in name there, say president, but they can remove it once his criminality is finally like cemented. Go on.
In president as he did, so the president does spoil because with this scam yahoo.com, you know, you don't already spoil anything where concerning the presidency for his name. You know, if not say he get advice at all. But unfortunately, like Badorians, now them round down.
Everybody go chop, everybody look for now.
If I just resign honorably before protest start.
But Prince Jejeman, right? There is this part of whether may he resign or may he not resign. But what about people where they inside this government, where you don't give appointment to? Those ones will be pastor, those ones will be, you know, a shaky, and all these educated ones. I beg. Do they need anybody to tell them that they are working with a drug dealer, certificate forger? Do they need somebody to preach to them to also resign? Abi, na imagination won't kill me.
Baba, your imagination good.
Okay.
The thing be say, you know, say now the thing where everybody go shop, now them they fine. If not for a country where we say people they reason. You know, they think
therefore they resign. Remember Boris Johnson? Listen up, member of his cabinet first they resign. Say, oh, mommy, I not deal with Boris again. No, me, I not deal with you again. No. I don't resign. No, I don't want to be part of this. So, but for Nigeria, now them they go on TV, they lie for man. We no go school, we no get certificate. Why?
Baba, you know, say when they come, when APC they come, they tell you say then they come to fix road. Then they come to give you water or health care.
No.
You know, power is just like jihad for them. You know what they told? That's what they told Nigerians now. Just to grab the power, but waiting to do the power, to use the power, do. They no send you. They no send you. Whether they die or the hunger they kill you, they no one know. You see, our children now, how they gonna tell the waka where they want travel, where they want anywhere where you go, get it go now. Even the army and police where they
themselves everywhere they go now.
The army and the police where they protect them because then they listen to our program. On ourselves with on a certificate we get a weight before with on a signature. Now everything they're gonna scrutinize them. You know, because if you touch nose, you go touch eye.
He's also a Guinean.
He's not a Nigerian now. That's why he no care now. This subsidy way he do. Nah, it don't. No, it's not for Nigeria now. If you don't consign now because it's not in country. If in country, if Nigeria is, they see Nigeria as their country, no go come announce subsidy where they no send our money where they share shop. You know, Baba. The subsidy and money where they shop now where they share by within themselves. China for Nigeria and they suffer and now. After they don't, now Nigeria and somebody come give Nigeria, somebody come bring a replane, goes to a replane, collect money, waka. Till today, they know ask the person where you dey, where the money dey. But then go cash a money fail away, be save Buhari they send to go and thief money. They then wait in the shop. They go carry that one, put for one side. Buhari tell them say make they no come interview him. All the whole press in Nigeria they make their mouth fame. All the whole religious leader, everybody make mouth fame. All everybody just close mouth like say, they don't know that this man, now then destroy Nigeria with grazing root and ruga.
They can't blame people that people are talking too much. People no get respect. They know they show this or that. I was like, oh more. Who do Nigeria this thing? Nigeria made who do them this thing, Prince?
My brother, you know, say I don't know whether they fear to die. Now it's whether they see there, but already are they alive? They everything where we say basically where person go take live as human being. And Nigeria they provide that citizen and they provide them for themselves. Government is not existing. They take poverty. Kill everybody. That one never do for them. They come creating security. Only them there inside bulletproof car. So everybody just do on their own. And you see people still get confident. They say I pledge to Nigeria with all my nyash. Nobody go kill you there.
Thank you so much, the Prince. So now that the Supreme Court didn't bring Mazi out today, and they have actually fixed December 15th for their judgment on the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So they've added another 2 months again.
Baba, can I use this opportunity to talk to those Supreme Court judges?
Quickly.
Just a minute. You see, waiting, I want to tell you, Supreme Court judges. If you touch your nose, you go touch your eye. When I go, that proverb is there for a dictionary. Nnamdi Kanu is not point and kill. It's not like any other person in Nigeria that they will just see that he's talking, telling them the truth. They will say, oh, yeah, go catch him, then I kill him. The best thing to do now is to release Nnamdi Kanu. Set a date of referendum because the whole world have seen that Nigeria is a scam. One Nigeria is what all these criminals from Chicago, from America, from every part of the
Nigeria
world
money
gather
one
themselves in
Nigeria.
Abuja.
If the money
They
no
destroy
day again, there is
people's
no
lives
one
in the name
Nigeria.
of governance. They are the witches and wizards where our pastors they tell us for church. Now we know that it's not any witch anywhere or demon. It's all those people that gather themselves in Abuja are the witch that is killing everybody. And they must leave us alone. Everybody must go. Duduwa will go. Biafra will go. everybody will have their life back. Maiyegun General, God bless you.
And you too, the Prince JJ Man. Thank you so much for that. And then you have a wonderful evening too, okay? This is where we are going to draw the curtains tonight. And if you joined us midway, great. You should go back and watch this from the start. Remember to skip the first 6 minutes if you don't like my demonstration from the beginning, singing and all of that, because it's our own ritual way of getting and waiting for everybody to join whenever I go live, okay? Or if you joined midway, go back and watch it from the start, or look forward to the premiere tomorrow at the same time at the replay tomorrow afternoon. Mind you, don't forget that YouTube suddenly are receiving, report from all these Atiku Abubakars who are reporting my videos as cyberbullying. They said that they bully Tinubu, and YouTube will remove my video overnight. If this one is not removed, right, just know that tomorrow is another day. So another day rather. And I said tomorrow is another day, right? I'm going to see you then, okay? You should set your notification and you will never miss any MaiyegunsDiary broadcast or video, okay? Subscribe to my channel. Drop your offering, which is like the broadcast. And when I come back tomorrow, it's just going to be us again. Good night.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun Diary, Diary Politico. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Òkúra olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọ́ mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.